on this computer. Okay, and here we go. So Tracie Ang, thank you for taking time to speak to Healthier Sense, which is my health and wellness blog. My name is Kat Yong. Um, let's begin our interview for today. Tracie, can you share about your top achievements or highlights or proudest moments during your career as a gymnast?
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me into this interview. I'm so glad that you honored me. And okay, so for my most top achievements throughout my career is to win a gold medal in the World Cup in 2016, which is in Ljubljana. That was one of the most memorable one for me because it's one of the best achievements in Malaysia. We have not achieved any medal in World Cup in gymnastics, and especially I won a gold, so that was one of the most precious one for me as well.
Hey, I'm sure Malaysians are very proud of our athletes' achievements. Thank you for your contribution, Tracie.
Thank you so much.
So now let's just do a little walk down memory
Okay.
lane. How do you get started in gymnastics? And then for viewers or readers who don't know what gymnastics is, how will you describe it?
Okay, I started gymnastics when I was 7. I was actually picked up randomly in school, in primary school in Laka. So yeah, it was just so random that the coach came to the school and just like randomly pick. Okay, maybe you. So I was the chosen one.
Okay.
So I took this opportunity and went to the gym and try out. And I finally found my passion in it.
Mm,
And so for those who really confused about gymnastics, because there are so many types of gymnastics, there
yeah.
are artistic gymnastics, rhythmic gymnastics, which is most common in Malaysia. So where most people got confused, where I'm artistic gymnastics, where I have 4 apparatus, which is the bar, balance beam, vault, and floor exercise. Whereas rhythmic gymnastics, they have uh, apparatus where ribbon, ball, hook, clubs, and the easiest to remember is that the artistic gymnastic uses body to throw themselves in the air.
Okay.
Yeah, where rhythmic gymnastic they use the apparatus to throw in the air. So that
Uh,
that is something that the easiest to remember.
true. That's a good point. Never noticed it before, but thank you for
Yeah,
bringing it up. So,
yeah.
what is your favorite type of gymnastics and why?
You mean the apparatus?
Yes.
I actually love all the apparatus, but sometimes you have like the pet event. So I pet event at balance beam and floor exercise.
Wow, balance beams.
Yeah.
Okay, from what I remember about balance beams is that is very difficult because there has to be a lot of arm strength, and then your posture has to be so good and straight at the same time. So really kudos to you for 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 putting on a brilliant performance every time.
Oh, thank you so much.
Uh, how do you prepare for your tournaments?
Okay, so I think it's most athletes do this almost basically the same thing. So I don't actually have a ritual, but what I always do is to keep my body and mind healthy, and as well as my health, because that is the most basic. As a human being, you need to be healthy,
Mm,
and I really keep the good feeling in myself because that makes gives me the positive feeling.
mm.
And when you have a positive feeling, there's no way that those negative thoughts would come and disturb you. Yeah.
Okay, it sounds easy, yeah, to keep a good health and then healthy
Yeah.
mind and healthy body, but actually it isn't. What are do you have any top tips for any aspiring gymnasts out there, for how they can also do the same?
Because everyone is different. Like me and you is different, so you have to find yourself, like the best that you can do to keep yourself healthy, because everyone is different. And yeah, you just have to find about what your body likes to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. And for you, it's gymnastics.
Yeah. And for me, it's gymnastics.
Okay. How do you relax and be happy?
There's a lot of things that I do. Like I like art, so and craft. So I would do like art and craft because I love doing that. And when I do that, it feels really good and relaxed and happy. And also, it's a way for me to express myself.
Yes, I
Yeah.
I think
And she's a
from
really good artist.
I see.
She is.
Yeah.
Actually, looking at your jacket is also very artistic. So yes,
Okay, thank
I
you.
I think your jacket reflects the artistic nature which you have.
Oh, thank you so much.
Um, so Tracy, how are you
Okay.
managing and coping during this pandemic? Not being able to go out and then having to face the four walls every day. And then from what I understand also is
Mhm.
that now you're at the National Sports Council
Yeah.
and you have been there already for many months,
Yeah.
not actually being able to go out. Correct me if I'm wrong. So
Yeah.
yes, and intensely training for the Olympics next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
How do you manage this?
For me, because I have I have things that I wanted to do, and because I wanted to do it for next year to qualify for the Olympics, and it keeps me, on the track
Mm,
instead of thinking about, oh, like this pandemic is gonna disturb me or whatsoever.
mm,
And I think if you have something to do, like to achieve it,
mm,
that is just a noise in
mm,
between.
mm,
And you just need to keep yourself into the track where you want to achieve something.
mm,
Yeah. And training here really helps me to, like, you notice that outside is really dangerous and all, but you must be alert to yourself that you have to take care of your health and things that you want to achieve.
mm,
So the focus is right towards there.
mm. One thing I discovered also during the pandemic is since I stay at home more often now because it's not so
Mm-hmm.
not very encouraged to go outside because I'm staying in,
Okay.
I find my productivity increase. So like for
Oh
example,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
I'm
right.
I write more now. I can concentrate
Yeah,
on my job better now,
yeah,
and
that's
also the
the
same for you.
yeah, that's also one of the good thing about this pandemic is that we realize ourselves, like we think about ourselves what we can do when we are in a closed area, and
Yeah,
that makes our brain think
yeah,
productively.
yes, because there's less distraction.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Um, you you mentioned just now that you have to maintain your health for your body and also for your mind,
Yeah,
and then you do this by being positive and being happy. So
yeah.
yes. One thing I realize is that when it comes to sports, I love to watch gymnastics because when
Oh,
yes, when the
that's
gymnasts
great.
or the athletes are on the balance beam or especially when they're doing the floor exercise routine,
Okay.
sometimes they have interesting moves and it's almost like dancing. So it's very
Yeah.
interesting for me to watch. But also on top of
Oh.
that, I realize that gymnasts are always smiling before, during, and after their routine. They are always keep smiling and they can maintain it 100%. Is it true? And what do you tell yourself to maintain during?
Be-
Yes.
okay. Because for us these days now, the artistry and the expression uh, is also part of the performance as well. So it is very important for us to express because it entertains the judges and it also looks great overall in the performance. So it's been a natural thing, I think.
Okay, so maybe in the gymnast mind, when they're smiling, they're like 100 points, 100 points, or 10 points, 10 points, more points, more points.
Yeah,
So smile
yeah,
more.
yeah, because like when you're happy and you feel good, it naturally gives you a natural smile, and
Yes,
it really can see through a person where a person really actually smiles.
yes. I
Yeah.
think gymnasts are some of the happiest people in the world. Okay, so okay, out of curiosity, because I write a beauty blog and a wellness and health
Okay.
blog, right? So
All right.
um sure, you can't go out very often these days, but when you are able to
Mm-hmm.
go out, how do you juggle wearing makeup and also the mask?
Okay. Um, I because for me it's like um just be yourself, just do whatever. Most importantly for me is I feel comfortable.
Mm,
So yeah, I only use makeup when necessary, usually for like events, interviews, or competition. Yeah, the rest of the day is to keep my skin healthy.
mm,
Yeah, and just feel good about yourself. But most importantly is to be comfortable
mm.
because that makes you really feel good.
Okay, that's a very good tip. I think a lot of females and women out there and young girls also will
Mm-hmm.
appreciate this perspective from you about how to maintain their image and their confidence to feel good
Yeah,
about themselves.
because I know that some people would do like makeups like they can't go out without makeups, and it's really sad to see that because you are beautiful as you are. You don't need makeups, yeah, and it's to be confident to yourself that you are beautiful.
Okay, that's a beautiful thing to say, Tracy. So,
Oh, thank you.
um, I guess that is all the questions which I have for now for my blog. Do you have any
Okay,
last
all right.
messages for our readers and viewers?
Mm, okay, so whatever whatever that happens, or you just focus in doing everything the best for yourself, that anything that you want to achieve, because that will bring out the best in you, and you definitely will give out the best for everything.
Awesome. Thank you,
Yeah,
Tracy, and all
thank
the
you.
best to you for
All right, thank you so
getting
much.
getting to the Olympics.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to end the
Thank
recording
you.
now.
All right.